Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Hoppark here for a homework help video on lesson 9.5, multiple transformations. Now, it's been a long time since I made a video due to all the review we did, and some stuff has been pretty simple, but I just wanted to do a homework help video on 9.5. So looking at problem number 4, let's go with number 4. In most classes I work 1, 2, and 3, so let's start with number 4. So it says reflect triangle TAB if T is this, A is this, and B is this. Now notice, just to kind of save time in the video, I have already graphed triangle TAB. So what you want to do is you want to reflect it over the y-axis. Now, again, you can do this a couple of different ways. You can draw your line of reflection, which is the y-axis. And you can, that's your LOR. And you can reflect it like, A, we know A is 1 unit from the line of reflection, so on the other side it'd be 1 unit because the mirror or the reflection over the y-axis, okay? Or you can just look at these coordinates right here, and you can look and you can just change it here. So you got two options. You can graph it and then take the coordinates over here, or you can do the coordinates from these coordinates and then graph these coordinates. So you have a couple different options that you can do here. On this one, I'm gonna just take it from the coordinates. So if you remember this sheet that looks like this, it's your reference sheet. So when you have a reflection across the y-axis, it says to change the sign of the x coordinate. Nothing else changes. You just change the sign of the x. So this would become -2, 3. Notice, I changed the sign of x, and I kept that to be the same. A would become -1, 1. B would become -4, -3. So none of my y's changed, but my x, the sign of x, changed. So now I graph. So it'd be -2, 3. That's T prime. Okay? A prime, -1, 1. That's A prime. And then B prime is -4, -3. And that's A prime. So from there, I then connect my points. And I have a reflection across the y-axis, so it's been flipped, you could say. Okay, so that's that part. We can check mark. Now it says, then translate the image by the rule x plus 2, y minus 1. So x plus 2, x deals with the right, so that's right 2 since it's a positive, and y minus 1 would be down 1 because y deals with up and down. So now I'm going to take each image and go right 2, down 1. So with the T prime, I'm going to go right 2, 1, 2, down 1. Now that's T prime prime. Okay? A, go right 2, 1, 2, down 1. That's A prime prime. And then B, that's actually B down here. I said it was A, it's B. B prime, right 2, 1, 2, down 1. Would be right here. And that is B prime prime. And then I connect my prime primes. So I got T, I got B and A, and then I have that. So if you notice, it reflected across the Y, and then it was translated right 2, down 1. Okay? And then you need to copy down these prime primes. So T prime is the X is 0, the Y is 2. A prime prime, you'd have 1, comma, 0, there's no Y. And then B prime prime would be -2, comma, -4. And that's all you have to do. You just got to make sure you got your coordinates and your graphs here. Okay? So going to the back side, let's look at number 5. We'll look at number 5, do 2 more. Look at number 5. It says rotate triangle ALT if A is -5, -1. You see that. To save time, I've already graphed that triangle. So if you don't have that triangle, you're going to have to graph it based on these right here. So you're going to rotate it 180 degrees. Now again, you can do this by flipping the paper upside down, and you can graph it based on these points here and treating it like a normal graph, or you can do it based on your reference sheet. Your reference sheet, when it says 180 degrees, when you have a rotation of 180 degrees, the only thing you do right here is you change the signs of both coordinates. So make them both their opposite. Alright? So with here, with A prime, so A prime, now notice all of these are negative. every single one of them are negative. So, or besides that one right there, that one's not negative. That at y and t. So basically, so A prime, you're just going to change the sign to 5, 1. L prime, you're going to change the sign to 3, 2. And T prime, you're going to say 3, negative 2. Now you graph that. 5, 1. That's A prime. 3, 2. That's B. That's L prime. 3, negative 2. And that's T prime. You get your straight edge. You're going to connect. Okay. Now that is a 180 degrees rotation clockwise. So either way you go, that works. Okay. Now then it says, then reflect the image over the line x equals 1. So keep in mind, x equals 1, we don't have a rule for that, so you have to do it graphically. So you put a point at 1 on the x-axis, and then you draw a line that's opposite the x. Well, x is horizontal, so opposite would be up and down. So you're going to have this as your line of reflection. This is your LOR. Okay? From there, now the announcements are probably about to go off, so it may get a little loud in the microphone, but I'm going to continue to work. So you reflect it. So L is 2 away, so go 2 away. That's L prime prime. A is 1, 2, 3, 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's A prime prime. And then T is 1, 2, so go on this side, 1, 2. That's T prime prime. So then you're going to connect all of this. And there we go. So we reflect. We rotate 180 degrees, and then we reflect it across x equals 1. Okay. I'm going to do this last one, number 7. So it says translate this triangle x plus 3. So that would be right 3 because it's x plus 3, and plus 2 would be up 2. So we're going to take every unit, right 3, up 2. Right 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2, 1, 2. That's T prime. A, up right 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2, 1, 2. That's A prime. Now L was down 1, right 2, so go down 1, right 2, and that's L prime. We take it, we connect. Okay? And then we have A prime is negative 2, 1. L prime is 0, 0. And then T prime is 0, 4. Okay? Then it says reflect across the y-axis. So you're going to reflect it. Here is the y-axis. There's the y-axis. So when you reflect across the y, if you look at your reference sheet, it says change the sign of the x. So you just got to change the sign of the x. So this should be 2, 0, 0. 0 doesn't change its sign. And then basically over here is going to be the same. 1, 0, and 4. So 2, 1. 2, 1. That's your A prime prime. L prime prime 0, 0, so the same as that. And T prime prime is 0, 4, which is the same thing as that. So you're just going to connect that here. And that is 1 through 7. Or excuse me, that's 4, 5, and 7. You can knock out the rest on your own. Have a good day.